player also earns the title Executive of the Year. The award goes to 7.
All right, let's talk about the Rec, my favorite place to do work in NBA 2K, and I can be the first to tell you all, there's some serious competition out there.
Definitely serious competition, and the person who did the best and really defeated all the competition was Chop. Congratulations, Chop, for being the 2K TV award winner for the Rec. Well, how does that feel for you?
It feels amazing. I've been a big fan of you guys, LB, everybody. So I just really want to shout out my team, everybody that I played with this season. Even the Rec Randoms. You know, I was balling in the Rec Randoms for the majority of the time.
So you've taken a lot of wins home in this mode. What are some of the keys to success?
When I run my team, we run like a specific style of offense, a lot of mid-ranges, a lot of fades. And just everybody working as a team just as best as possible. I've been playing 2K my whole life. We kind of run our offense kind of like OKC and just everybody switching around. I feel like I did a good job being the #1 option on my team. You know, everybody just did their part.
And as the winner of this award, you win a copy of 2K26 and VC for both 2K25.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us for NBA action and checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniel. Here we go. Then it's Randall. Then it's MP. And it's Bassey in at the 5 down low. And for Dallas, they've got Christie. Davis is out there with Derek Lively. Then it's DeRozan, and it's Irving at the point guard position. All right, we're in the middle of the season here, Greg. How do you stay engaged at this time of the year?
Honestly, Kevin, it can be hard. The schedule is so daunting. There's really no time to reset. So spending your off days recharging, I think, is important.
And the layup's good off the glass.
And that's a defensive miscue there. You can't let Irving get that kind of position inside.
Randall kicks to Edwards. Here's McDaniels. Last game we saw him score 13. MV passes to Bassey. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. And there's the bucket from MP.
A developing part of McDaniel's game that could elevate him to the next level.
DeRozan against McDaniel. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
First personal foul.
Really on the right play.
First team foul.
If you can't block, force
At
them to the line.
for Dallas.
The Mavericks shooting their
Lively.
first foul shots of the night.
2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. That one is no good. Minnesota's gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. McDaniels passes to Randall. That one's off. He starts the game with a miss.
You got to finish at the rim right there. You hate seeing those opportunities go to waste.
You can't give Irving any airspace when he's handling the rock because that's when he strikes.
Here's MP. Following the basket by Kyrie Irving. They get it back. Bassey, no good. And it's DeRozan with the ball for the Mavericks. pass, he pulls it in. Timberwolves have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Now in the later stages of his career, DeMar DeRozan continues to be a master from mid-range.
Kevin, we all know he loves that
At the
area
line for the
of the
Timberwolves,
floor. And what makes
Julius
him so
Randle.
effective,
2
the
shots.
footwork. He's so good at backing guys down and creating space to get that jumper off.
That free throw good from Randle.
You know, one thing you have to admire about Randle is his hunger to get better. He is a real leader who leads by example.
Well, you have to appreciate a big man who can step up to the line and knock it down with confidence.
Lively finds Davis. Outside Irving. Fires from way outside. And that one falls, coming off of Davis's speed. Irving's got 7.
Some of the fastest hands in the league right now. Kyrie knowing he has to get rid of it.
Here's MP. The shot is good. And so is his shooting tonight. 3 for 4. And so it's DeRozan. He'll bring it up for the Mavericks. Trailing by 2. The last time these two clubs came together was also in this building. An unfortunate ending for the home team.
First personal foul.
They dropped the last
Second
game of
team
this
foul.
matchup. Their bench wasn't able to keep up with the opposing reserves offensively.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Here's DeRozan.
What effort from Randle putting in work on the defensive end.
And it's DeRozan missing. Here's McDaniels. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
Here's Irving. And it's McDaniels with the rebound.
Well, give credit to the defense for cutting him off. Normally, that'd be easy points for him at the rim.
And here's MP for 3. Kept alive, Minnesota. Randle fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point chance for him.
An absolute
At the line for the Timberwolves,
on the backboard.
Julius
Randle
Randle.
knows where to be
At the line for
when that
one.
shot goes up.
Daniel Gafford's checked in for Anthony Davis. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Outside DeRozan. On the wing, Irving. The 9-footer's on the mark. Irving's got 9.
And with the appropriate jump shot to be a high-volume scorer, Irving has lights-out shooting ability.
Randle outside. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. And here in January, a few teams starting to solidify their spots in the power rankings. Others, not so much. Take a look at the Mavericks. They're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
Well, right now for Minnesota, they've proved the projections right. They are a dominant club, and they're going to be a tough out for anyone.
Now, here is Irving. 29 points for him last game against Denver.
Well, and he was also doing a great job feeding his teammates, racking up the assists. So important to team chemistry.
Now, here's MP, following the miss by DeRozan. And here is Irving. He's got 9. Pass to Gafford. Now, Lively. 6 to shoot. Nobody near Irving. Another 3 for counts.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
To the paint. Here's Bassett. And Lively pulls it down. The Mavericks trail. Irving passes to Christie. Good, and the assist goes to Irving.
You know, for a first point guard, Irving is no slouch as a facilitator.
MP dishes to Randall. Stolen by Lively. On the wing, Irving. Covered by MP. For Minnesota, they've gone just a shade under 50% from the field. 5 of 11. Shot from the top of the key. Offensive rebound. And that one's good. Bassey.
How about the purpose with which he's crashing the backboard right now? Some hard-earned second chance points.
Irving passes to Gaffney. Lively with it. Here's Christie. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game.
Showing great vision in delivering the pass out in front.
Oh, here's Edwards. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. The three from MP. The Mavericks pull it in. They're moving on after the tough loss they took with the hands of the Nuggets.
In the NBA, you've got to keep pace. It's a fast track out there, and I thought their lack of hustle defensively was the story of the game.
Yeah, poor communication at the defensive end. Many of the rotations were late.
And those are exactly the kinds of plays that could spark a team. Just solid work down in the paint.
Randall outside. Back to MP. Another miss by MP.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the basketball.
Irving can't get it to go.
Great defensive effort, just saved a basket.
Well, he's such a competitor at that end of the floor. Never takes a possession off.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
He dishes it to DeRozan. Christie kicks to DeRozan. Five to shoot. Here's Lively. And finished off by Lively.
Doing his job on the glass.
And Greg, it's not everybody in the league who can make those kinds of plays.
Well, he gets paid to be a factor on the glass. That's a nice dunk to finish it off.
So the Timberwolves call their first time. Timberwolves trail by 7. DeRozan out there with Davis. That's Kyrie Irving. Then there's Harden. And it's Lively in at the center position. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. It's good.
Able to get a layup. Just soft defense there.
And so it's Irving who brings it up for the Mavericks. Starts off to Brooklyn after this game as they have the next to look forward to. That one will start off a 3-game road trip for the team. I do love this topic more than anyone when you think about the best ball handlers of all time. Where does Kyrie Irving rank on your list?
Well, you know, I think, Kevin, he's at the very top. I've never seen anyone else pull off some of the things he does. Certainly makes a strong case for the best ever.
And the second free throw, good. So, Stan, you started in the NBA back in the mid-90s. How is coaching different from, say, now to back then?
Wow, Kevin, it's just so different and in so many ways. The players have gotten better. Bigger, faster, more skilled. There's more coaches on a staff. Strength coaches have increased involvement and in influence, so there's less practice. Everything now has to be done differently.
Everything is bigger, isn't it?
It really is.
Here's MP following the score by DeMar DeRozan. And it's denied. And they'll keep possession. A three from MP. Proves it from outside. MP's got 13.
That's his third triple of the night, forcing the defense to extend out.
Edwards against DeRozan. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Second personal foul.
On top of being such a great mid-range shooter,
Now at the line for your
DeMar
Mavericks.
DeRozan has earned a reputation for also being a timely scorer. He performs well in the clutch.
Yeah, I was on the wrong end of that too many times, Kevin. DeMar ranks in the top 5 among players in clutch buckets made for his career, and he was given the nickname King of the Fourth.
I like that. Timberwolves trail by 7. Edwards looking it over. Paul kicks to Edwards. MP outside. Another miss by MP.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky.
Here's Irving. Here's Lively. Dallas, no good that time either.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
The 3 from MP. Another miss by MP.
Well, you win and lose as a team, so the fact that they're trailing isn't all on him. But with that said, he's had a rough shooting.
And he recovers it. That one good for 2. Irving's got the lead up to 9 now for Dallas. Minnesota's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Here's MP. Takes it off the glass. MP's got 15.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Irving passes to Hardy. Irving against Paul. Irving, good. 17 points in the game.
And guys, making it look effortless right now. Irving doing whatever he wants on offense.
The 3 from MP. Another miss by MP. Mavericks leading by 9. Davis kicks to Irving. Davis, the pass to Lively. Outside DeRozan. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark.
Yeah, and they hold the lead in spite of his cold shooting night. He has not been able to get it going.
Edwards, no good.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
Yeah, that's the kind of aggressive defense you always want to see on the interior.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Good, and it's MP picking up the assist.
Well, it doesn't matter where he is on the court. If Edwards likes a look, he's going to take it.
Here's DeRozan. That shot off. Great tee that time from Edwards. Back to MP. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Now just a 4-point Maverick lead. Top DeRozan. Edwards defending. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And now let's bring up the 2K leaderboard to see which teams over the last month have been best at scoring points on turnovers. The Timberwolves second.
They're taking advantage of every mistake that their opponents are making. I mean, they're really converting points off those turnovers.
Well, he's an old school wing. DeMar DeRozan loves the mid-range. Doesn't take a ton of threes and does an outstanding job picking out open teammates.
Clark, he's checked in for Paul. Edwards kicks to MP. Back to Edwards. Pass to MP. There's the triple. It's rebounded by Dallas. Davis has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Down low, Harden got it for his 4th field goal of the game on just 5 shots.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Passes it to Bassett. Back to MP. Launches it. And Lively pulls it down. Lively's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. They get it again. And Davis can't get it to go. And here's Edwards. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Here's MP. And the by MP.
Extra on that one, fellas. Nobody's stopping that.
Not when he comes in there with that tomahawk. That's just too much force. Outside DeRozan. On the wing, Irving. Puts it up. Offensive rebound. Davis. Outside Irving. Randall grabs the board. Randall's got rebound number 5 here tonight. MP passes to Bessie. And he jams it with authority.
And he might be small for a center, but boy, can he jump out of the building.
And there's the pass to Lively. Back to Irving. Puts it up for Davis. And it's Davis finishing it off.
Given his shooting ability, Irving presents a ton of problems in the pick and roll.
Here's MP. Here's Bessie. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Timeout charge.
To play in a close game than a putback slam.
Oh, and that one's got them all hyped up. Wow.
Yes, some guys win in big moments, and some rise to the occasion.
And Dallas calls their first time out. And Stanley seem to be in the midst of a big man renaissance in the NBA. I personally, I love it. So that.
Substitution on the court.
For the first half of the game so far.
With the score,
The Mavericks.
your Mavericks, 63. The Timberwolves, 60.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You look at Kyrie Irving in this game, he has been everywhere.
And he's shown just how adept he can be at creating contact and then cashing in at the line.
Well, he's also a pretty good actor. He sells really well.
On the court for Minnesota, MP is out there with Edwards. Then it's Julius Randle. And it's Shannon in at the 3 spot. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Well, MP in the last matchup against Milwaukee was outstanding. He contributed 51 points, and it was the best work he's done on the glass this year. Numbers like that are sure to get attention around the league, and everyone's excited to see what he does tonight.
Thanks, David. Greg, it was obvious. He was having a lot of fun out there. Tremendous victory.
I'll tell you, he may have been enjoying himself, but whoever was matched up against him certainly wasn't.
Yeah, well, winning is usually fun, especially when you have it going like he did.
Here's DeRozan. Second chance shot. Minnesota with the rebound. Tennessee's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. Here's Irving. That misses off the backboard.
That's just turning into a slow start here in the second half. Seems like they left that offense in the locker room.
Moving against MP for the lead. And Davis pulls it down.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can count on him to continue missing.
A nice shot by Irving.
And Irving can change the course of the game with his ability to shoot the three.
MP, that's for 2. Offensive rebound. And a good offensive ball. And he gets the bucket. Tennessee's got 8.
Plays like that make a coach's life easy. Brady shows on the glass to get the score.
Lively the pass to DeRozan. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be a little screen.
Minnesota
Not
ball.
the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, and that's maybe something that should be called more. We see a lot of moving screens in today's NBA.
MP outside. For the lead, And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Always going up for the alley-oop here. And finished off by the right hand.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. And the dunk by MP.
Man, he sure can get off the floor.
He one of the best in the business, absolutely. Irving against MP. Irving can't get it to go. For Minnesota, they've gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. MP, no good.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Davis finds DeRozan. Back to Davis. Edwards against Christie. Lively, no one around him. From outside, off the mark. Minnesota's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Edwards passes to MP. MP throws it down hard.
And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space. Awesome display of athleticism captured by your AT&T 5G Slam team. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Personal foul. First team foul.
On their heels.
At the line for Dallas.
And the Mavericks making a change here. He's checked in. Both free throws, good from Kyrie. Dan, I've always admired you. Come from a coaching family. Was there a point growing up you knew you wanted to be a coach?
Yeah, look, I loved being around the game. And so 2 things happened that drove me into coaching. Number 1, I loved baseball and I couldn't hit one. So that was out. And I wasn't a good enough basketball player to go on that way. So if I wanted to stay involved in the game, that's when I knew I wanted to be a coach.
But your dad had a little bit of that in his background. I say in a little kind of tongue-in-cheek, right? He was a guy that led the way in your interest there.
Yeah, my dad coached for over 40 years, and I think he had a great passion for it and always used to tell us that he never actually felt like he worked the day in his life. He loved it so much.
Following in his footsteps. Terrific story. Okay, time for an injury report. And let's get an update on Jaden McDaniel's injury with David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I got a status report from the Timberwolves head athletic trainer. Guys, he told me that it appears to be a pinched nerve in his back. And if he misses a lot of games, it will obviously be a big blow to their chances of winning it all this year.
All right, David, thanks. Well, guys, certainly not the news his fans were hoping for.
And not at all. I mean, it sounds like he's got a long road ahead of him in terms of his recovery.
That's just awful news. You really feel for the guy, and you know everyone in the NBA family is wishing him a speedy recovery.
His goal is to make an impact all over the floor. Irving can be a headache from mid-range.
MP, that's for 2. It's rebounded by Dallas. Davis has got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Julius Randle picks one up.
Second team.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Mets.
Well, they've been absolutely on fire from deep. And until the defense offers more resistance, the coaches are going to keep encouraging them to let it fly.
And the other thing you notice is how committed they've been to playing with the pass. Constantly moving that ball from one side to the other. And really with the off-the-charts explosiveness, Davis just punishes opponents on those alley-oops.
He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. He's on his way to the free throw line.
Just a heroic scoring effort from him this quarter. He's doing everything he can to will them back into this game.
Mavericks leading by 4. And despite his young age, Coach Van Gundy, Anthony Edwards' leadership qualities growing day by day.
Yeah, Kevin, and a lot of it's because he is great at both ends of the court. Confident, charismatic, upbeat. He's learning that delicate balance between taking over a game and bringing his teammates along for the ride.
Assisted by
The defense
Anthony
cannot
Edwards.
underestimate Randall's strength. Pushes right through the contact and gets the shot.
Irving passes to Lively. Dallas moving it around. DeRozan against McDaniel. Here's Irving. Great tee that time from Edwards. Minnesota's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. And here's MP for 3. Pass to Edwards. Back to MP. 6 on the shot clock. Can't tie it up as that one misses. Now, here is Irving. He's got 31. Back to Davis. And here's Harden. And rebounded by McDaniels. McDaniels got his 5th rebound in this one. Pass to MV. That's another rebound. He holds in his 20th rebound.
Dominating the glass. And the second chance becomes a dunk. We could feel over here.
GA, such a good, aggressive play in the paint. From 8. And the nice bucket inside from DeRozan. DeRozan's got 8.
Yeah, the patience that DeRozan can show in the pick and roll is what makes him so dangerous.
And the whistle blows as the basket counts. And a 3-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up.
At the line for the Timberwolves.
And that's an example of playing big,
At the line for
adapting to the situation.
Well, if you have the killer instinct he showed there, it doesn't matter what the size disappointment is.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Prosper's checked in, and it's Marshall in for DeMar DeRozan. Passes to Christie. Here's Harden. He's got 13. Oh, good with the triple. McDaniels finds MP. Here's Basket. The shot, no good. Great D that time from Davis. And that one's good. Bassey's got 6 here in this quarter.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in court.
Now here is Davis. Not a lot of room. The pass to Hardy. Here's Christie. Just 5 to shoot. Hachimura grabs the miss.
Well, when they're playing off you have to make them pay. And he couldn't.
MP, no good. Mavericks trailed by 3. To the left wing. Here's Prosper. No good on the triple. And so MP will bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you very much. Anthony Davis broke his defense down for him. He said, I can block shots, switch on to anybody, guard the pick and roll, I can guard the post, I can guard the pull down. So that's my ability. My ability defensively is to do everything. Kevin?
And he does everything. David, thank you so much. MP with it. 37 points for him. Pass to Hachimura. Now here's McDaniel. Defense right on him. It's a neck-and-neck game here in Dallas. Inside, here's Christie. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Minnesota's gone 2 of 5 with a 3-point shot since coming out of the break. A nice shot by MP.
He's been in total control offensively, and the defense has had no answer.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Now here's Hardy. Covered by MP. McDaniels dishes to MP. 1:44 left to play here in the third.
Well, clearly it hasn't been his best game offensively, but collectively, they've still found a way to get the lead. Nice pass inside, making things easy for him.
Hachimura, the pass to MP. And MP throws it down.
And right there, you see the decision-making ability of Hachimura. Sets his man up perfectly.
Pass to Davis. To the middle. Hardy, no good.
And it's really a tale of two quarters. Shot it so well in the last, but this one can't get anything to fall.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot two free throws. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Minnesota.
Well, you got to love their aggressiveness in the offensive glass. They have just refused to give up on any of the plays.
Another place they've had the upper hand tonight is in transition. They've gotten a bunch of their points off the fast break.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Gafford's checked in. There's 47 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Hardy. The Mavericks keeping it alive. The new 14.
And that's a welcome sign for sure. Hachimura demonstrating a willingness to want to improve as a defender.
Assist goes
Putting
to
that pass right in his stride. Didn't have to slow up and was able to complete the play.
Pass to Prosper. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Marshall with it. Edwards there. And it's good for two. Marshall's got his first points of the night.
Well, credit the screen there, springing him loose for the finish.
Kicks to Edwards. Dishes it to MP. Up to the right wing. Here's Hachimura.
That's the end of the third quarter with the score.
And offensively, a good job for the fans through the first 3 quarters. It's been a fun game to watch. Timberwolves lead by 5. And will return. A chance now to hear Jason Kidd talking to his team moments ago.
Come on. Let's get out here.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. So with Davis sitting on the bench, here's the 5 for Jason Kidd right now. We've got Darren Lively, DeRozan out there with Daniel Gafford. Then there's Hardy, and it's Christie in at the 2. Great D that time from Edwards.
Defense does just enough to alter that shot.
MP with it. Outbounded by DeRozan. And the foul called on MP.
That's his first personal.
That's his first foul.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Kyrie Irving, he's checked in for Dallas. And the foul called on MP.
Second personal foul.
That's foul number 2 for him.
First team foul.
Now Irving. Here he goes. Good on the shot. Irving's got 11 points in just the second half.
He has definitely shown up to play. He's done his part, really just trying to battle his team back into it.
And a wide open look for MP. And the 3-ball is good.
3 points.
And the Timberwolves lead by 6.
Well, he's had a night. This team feeds off of his energy. And every time they needed a bucket, he's delivered.
Irving attacking. Rebound, Minnesota.
Great defensive effort, just saved a basket.
Well, he's such a competitor at that end of the floor. Never takes a possession off.
Oh, what a physical score from Edwards.
Well, Edwards is such a strong player. Skilled at absorbing contact and still finishing.
Irving looking over the floor. To the left side wing. Pocket 6. Here's Christie. Another shot. And the call on the shot sends him to the line.
Third personal foul. Second team foul.
Every free throw here.
Substitution on the court.
Bounce pass, Davis. DeRozan against McDaniel. Pulls it from the elbow. They grab their own miss. Lively. Here's Davis. Davis working in the paint.
Yeah, it looks like he hit the reset button at halftime. Not sure if it was a mechanical issue, but he's looked much more confident offensively.
MP outside. That's the 3 fly. DeRozan with the rebound. Mavericks trail by 6. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Timberwolves have gone 4 of 7 for the field since the beginning of the fourth. Randall outside. Connects again.
My goodness. 50 for the game.
Yep, he is putting on a show.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
Great pass to hit him in stride. Love to see teammates in sync with each other.
The shot's good.
And that's exactly what they're going for on that shot.
To the inside. Pop that one in, and the Timberwolves lead is cut back down to 6. They get the basket from Marshall.
Yeah, and for a solid decision maker like DeRozan, that's an easy pass.
A 3 from MP. And Lively pulls it down. Lively's got rebound number 17, if you can believe that. Here's Marshall. Rebound, Minnesota. Randall's got his 6th rebound on the night. The feed the ball. That's in. Coming off an assist from Randall. Randall's got assist number 5 here tonight.
And how about CP finding space around the rim?
Here's DeRozan. And DeRozan throws it down.
Next bad idea to run the old pick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, you'll probably see more of it.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen.
And it's DeRozan with the ball for Dallas. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got 8 rebounds in this game. Back to MP. Randall outside. Back to MP. Drills the three-pointer. MP's got 55.
And until he cools off, I'd keep the ball in his hand.
Ball against Irving. Here's Lively. Minnesota with the rebound. Gobert's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. McDaniels passes to Randall. Good work there as it goes. And now it's an 11-point Timberwolves lead.
You know, they like Randall to be an offensive presence in the paint. They want him to be an option on every possession.
Irving against Paul. Irving kicks to Marshall. Fires from deep. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got 5 assists tonight.
A selfless play by Irving off the pick and roll, putting the team first.
Minnesota calls
Timberwolves
timeout.
timeout call. Getting up your defense crew.
And now, let's take a look at the New Balance Player of the Game.
And it's been a ridiculous performance in the best sense possible. I mean, everything about his game has been working. And no matter what they've thrown at him, he's had the answer.
If he could only contribute like this for them every night, you can't overstate how much better it makes this team when he has a game like this. And on the road, no less. Minnesota leading by 8. MP right side. Gobert dishes to MP. There's the drive. The Mavericks pull it in. Now here is Davis. Passes it to Irving. Back to Davis. And the pass to DeRozan. 5 on the clock. Shoots over McDaniels. Here's Lively. And 3 chances on that possession, but they just couldn't find a way to score. Pass to Dillingham. To the paint. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. MP against Christie. Davis inside. Randall with the block.
When Randall is engaged defensively, he can make some spectacular plays and really brings that intimidation factor to the game.
McDaniels finds MP. He can't get that one. Mavericks trail by 8. Davis, the pass to DeRozan. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
First personal foul.
McDaniel.
Such a tricky cover. DeRozan baits the defender and makes him pay for it.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Passes checked in. Greg, as you were saying, beyond the blocks, what makes Anthony Davis special on defense is the way he navigates the floor.
Kevin, most bigs can get picked on in pick-and-roll action. Davis, though, too quick and smart to take advantage of. He can slip screens, hedge, switch, and recover like he's a 3-and-D.
A nice shot by MP.
And, you know, I think they need to send more bodies to the boards at the offensive end. They had a good thing going there in that first half.
Outside Irving. Over Dillingham. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
Well, I'm surprised that didn't fall for him. We know that's a shot he can hit, and there wasn't much resistance either.
The Mavericks trail by 8. Pass to Davis. Finished off the break.
Watching Davis work on the court, very light on his feet for a big fella.
Minnesota calls timeout.
Well, it's a player's league, but certainly coaching has its place.
And this is when a coach earns his paycheck. Analyze the situation and give your players the information they need to succeed.
Timberwolves substitution. Anthony Edwards.
Timberwolves leading by 6. To the middle. Here's MP. And jumped by MP.
Great feed. Edwards has such a complete game. He's much more than just a scorer.
And so it's Irving who brings it up for the Dallas Mavericks. Going inside. Great deed time from Edwards. Minnesota's gotten 3 of their 6 three-pointers to fall here in the 4th. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials have been called at the foul.
4th personal foul. First team foul.
Right on the first, and that will put them up by 9.
Taking 2 shots.
And he cannot convert on the second. That misses. Dallas has gone 2 for 2 for 3-point land to start the 4th quarter. And DeMar DeRozan the bucket on the assist by Davis.
With his strength and explosiveness, DeRozan's so imposing when he gets it inside.
It's stolen by DeRozan. And the foul call by MP. That's his 4th foul.
15 foul.
We've got 1:18 left here in the 4th quarter. Irving from long range. As he pulls it in.
Well, I can guarantee his coach isn't happy with his production this quarter. He's hurting their offense right now with all the shots he's missing.
It drops. Oh, and that puts the lead to just 5.
And you got to admire Irving in these situations. Doesn't let pressure overwhelm him. In fact, he embraces it.
And it's blocked. No room for them to make a mistake here.
You got to almost play perfect from here on out.
On the wing, Davis. He's defended by Randall. And it's Davis missing. Now 8 seconds separate the 2 clocks. And an intentional foul right there.
First personal foul. Second team foul. Shooting for Minnesota. Anthony Edwards. 2 shots.
That's the first. Their lead to 6.
Well, we know Edwards has an outstanding skill set, but what makes him truly special is his competitive will and ability to handle high-pressure moments.
And as long as they can keep doing that kind of work at the foul line, this lead will be safe.
And the Mavericks call time here. They trail it by 7. 30 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Guys, your thoughts?
I mean, it's iffy that there's enough time to even get a quick shot and a foul.
Here's Christie.
Timeout charge to Dallas.
Start it.
Get out of your seats and on your feet for the D-Town Crew.
Six seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Davis dishes to DeRozan. The 9-foot shot. And that one hits back iron. Guys, they can just sit on the ball here if they want to.
They have earned this win.
MP looking around. It's stolen by DeRozan. And so Minnesota takes the win. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for them, Greg. They really had to work for this win.
We hope you all had a great time. Please be sure to get home safely. We look forward to seeing you on our next event.
Kind of rooting against you, but they stood tall and pulled it out.
Well said. And that about wraps it up. So now for Greg Anthony, Stan Van Gundy, and Dave.
Chance to.
What advice would you give to players that want to come into the rec and play?
Just be smart. A lot of people, they probably don't know the fundamental part of basketball. So if you don't and you're a rec random, just try to communicate. Don't be scared to cut your mic on if you got a mic. Play defense. We will find a way to score. I got some scores around me. Trust me.
Yeah, that's what I like to hear, too. That's why I tell my team every night when I'm scoring the rock, play some defense, and we'll be up by 30. All right.
Greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2K Sports and another exciting edition of NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan, and joining me, former NBA players Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And the award-winning David Aldridge is on our sideline. And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. They've got Dillingham, Anthony Edwards out there with Randall. Then it's MP. And it's Bassey in at the 5, home in the paint. And for the Spurs, Sohan is the 4 with the lengthy Wembanyama playing the 5. Castle is out there with Fox. And it's Vassell in at the 3. Like we know these teams among the best defensive squads in the NBA. This figures to be a low-scoring affair.
But it should be an entertaining one, Kevin. And if you're a fan of high-intensity, high-energy defense, there's a lot to love about this matchup.
And so So Edwards will bring it up for Minnesota. Passes it to MP. Fires the three. A rebound by the Spurs. They come into this having outplayed Phoenix the last game.
Yeah, and we saw them really play a determined game when it came to chasing down rebounds, getting those good second chance looks. Really love their aggressiveness.
And two shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. Which means talk about the fastest players in the league. De'Aaron Fox is in the running. And I say that literally.
He is at his best when he is attacking the lane. He's a lefty that is a tremendous finisher, and his floater, arguably, might be the best in the game.
Now here's Edwards. Wembanyama with the rebound. Pass to Castle. Count it.
Castle. I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
MP's shot is good.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Here's Wembanyama. A 29-point game for him in the win against Phoenix.
He's more than chipped in on the glass as well. Just a tremendous effort last time out.
Here's Dillingham. After the basket by De'Aaron Fox. MP outside. Fires the three. And another three for Minnesota.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up? Oh, yeah, you're done.
Here's Sohan. He's defended by Randall. A nice shot by Sohan.
Used the pick to perfection and got all the way to the rim.
Timberwolves have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Randall kicks to MP. Three-pointer. They get it back. It's good on the putback.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Now, Sohan, 12 points his last outing, moves back up. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Charles Bassey, second personal foul.
The Spurs have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
The line for San Antonio.
Has been terrific, 79% as a team.
Gobert, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. I'll tell you, Richard, you watch Jeremy Sohan, he can really do it all.
Yeah, power forward by trade, who's even played point guard at times. He's a great defender and a team player. He's the kind of guy you win with.
Here's Dillingham. He had 13 points in the win against the Mavericks in Dallas. Edwards against Fox. Gobert with the block.
And there's a reason Gobert has led the league in block shots.
Here's MP. Drops in the lane for 2. MP's got 8 points.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And all of a sudden, that man was just on the other end.
Sohan with the ball. He's defended by Randall. Wembanyama outside. Pass to Fox. Sohan with the ball. Outside for Wembanyama. Just 2 to shoot. Yep, that one goes in there.
So fluid off the bounce.
The Timberwolves trail. Down low. There's MP in the hoop for his 4th field goal. 4 for 7 shooting and looking for more.
Oh, man, he's feeling it this quarter. They should be looking to get him going every trip down the floor.
Outside, Fox pulls from the top of the key, and they pick up 2. Fox has got his 2nd basket of the game.
Nice use of the pick there. Fox lost the defender and capitalized.
Now the pass to MP. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Here's Dillingham. Drains it from beyond the arc.
I know what they say. Defense wins championships, but you need some bucket getters too now.
Wembanyama against Gobert. Wembanyama down low. From down in the low post. It goes.
And standing easily over 7 feet. Whenever he gets that ball near the hoop, literally nothing a defender can do.
Here's MP. Pass to Dillingham. Now the feed to Gobert. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Break midway into the season. Sometimes a team can get hot and turn it on.
Shooting for Minnesota.
What are some of the qualities?
You know, often teams can reach that tipping point with how they play. It all comes together in a hurry, and they make a run. But that's the exception, Kevin, not the rule.
So San Antonio goes with a fresh 5 on the floor. Pass to Lawson. Over Gobert. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
Well, okay, I like his aggressiveness, but like the defense was waiting on him that time.
Here's Dillingham. And Lawson with the block. Now here's Giddey. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Phoenix.
And his scoring is going to get most of the attention, but his rebounding also stood out. He did a lot of glass cleaning in that game.
Minnesota's gone 3 of 6, 50% from deep so far tonight. From the high post, and MP with the basket on the assist from Dillingham.
Assisted.
That's 12 points for MP. And so it's Giddey with it. He brings it up for the San Antonio Spurs.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
He's with it. Defended now by Dillingham. Pass to Branham. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
I mean, a 6'8" playmaker. Giddey is a point forward, and he piles up the assists.
Here's MP. And MP brings it down hard.
Assist.
We are going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Greg. That was special. That was really special. And that's life above the rim. Courtesy of our AT&T 5G Slam King. Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession.
Minnesota ball.
With the All-Star game almost here, let's see how the West is shaping up. You look at the Timberwolves. They've been in peak form as we've watched them play some tremendous basketball with an opportunity
for the Timberwolves.
And of course, San Antonio, 2 spots down.
Yeah, and you know, for the Spurs, they had a few critics coming into the season, and now I don't think they have any. This is a club ready to not only make a deep run, but possibly win it all.
Even though some people doubted them, there are just as many people, if not more, who believed in this team from the very beginning. And it's pretty clear right now who was right.
1:22 left in the first quarter of the game. The 3 from MP. They get the rebound, and there's Gobert putting it right back in. And the Timberwolves lead by 4.
And good luck keeping Gobert off the board. He has a tremendous nose for the ball.
Locked loose. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back.
And taking a look now at the stats for Johnson. He's one of the standouts over the last month. And he's in the top 10 in field goal percentage. Really able to power his way to the bucket and finish through contact.
And back to his efficiency from 3. As you said, he's top 10 in the league. Defenses are now trying to deny him the basketball. But really to no avail. And so it's San Antonio with it. After the missed 3 from MP. Branham can't get it to go. All against Giddey. And again, Minnesota will turn it over.
San Antonio ball. Substitution on the court.
And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Here's Fox. It's deflected, and they're able to recover. Here's Vassell. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
If he gets that look again, he should take it. You can't let one miss scare you off of a very good shot.
And so in the game for the Timberwolves, you've got Anthony Edwards. Dillingham is out there with MP. Then it's Julius Randle, and it's Bassey. And it's
taking it up strong against size. He does not lack for confidence.
Really putting the bigger defender on his heels. I love seeing aggressive finishes like that.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Ulrich. David?
Well, MP in the last business. He finished with 59 points and, as always, was a force on defense. Doing whatever he wanted at that time.
Assist
Yet
goes
another
to
outstanding game for him.
Julius
He's
Randle.
playing with a ton of confidence and dominating as a result. Guys?
Thank you, David. You're right. He was a one-man wrecking crew in that one.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same attitude tonight.
And I'll be interested to see if the opposition looks to double him, because this should open up opportunities for his teammates to get going.
Hustle misses.
Not his best efficiency this quarter. Look, sometimes that's how it goes.
The pass to Randall. Here's Dillingham. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. It's Edwards on the wing. Covered by Vassell. Just 5 on the clock. It's good for long range. MP's got the lead up to 14 now for Minnesota.
This brings him to 3 total makes from the arc, with just 1 in this half so far.
It's Fox with the drive. Over Dillingham. Here's Wembanyama. And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
You have to be aware of Wembanyama on the boards. Really keep a body on it.
MP outside. Rebounded by Kessel. San Antonio's gone 0-2 from deep here in the summer. And Wembanyama too much inside.
And they keep hammering away at him inside,
Timeout,
forcing the
Minnesota.
ball into the paint.
So the Timberwolves call their first timeout. And a big part of perimeter defense being avoiding screens. Some of the tricks of the trade in that regard.
Sometimes you have to get skinny. I mean, other times it's using your strength. A lot goes into it. Also, getting a cadence for the screener. It's one of the more challenging aspects of NBA defense.
MP passes to Bassi. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Here's Fox. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. Fox has got it back down to within single digits for the Spurs. MP outside. And the rejection by Wembanyama.
Some people could say he's struggling on offense this period. I like to think of more of drought. Just can't seem to find his confidence. And if they want to mount a comeback here, they need him to get going. It's just that simple.
And it's good. 2 points. Dillingham's got 4 points in the quarter.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal. I mean, what is there to say about that finish other than
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
The 3 from MP. Rebound San Antonio.
And even though he hasn't been himself, it hasn't affected his team too much. They've still got the lead.
And the shot is good. Castle's got 6.
And you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass. Money.
Outside Edwards. MP finds Randall. Over Sohan. Randall no good. And the goal is Julius Randall.
Julius Randle. Substitution
Some
of
reaction to the first 2 quarters as we reach
the first half of the score. Spurs 39, the Timberwolves 43.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. MP's really making a difference here.
And if he can keep shooting from deep like he did in the first half, he's going to be more than a handful.
And let's see if the D adjusts, make life a little more difficult on him.
Zohan is the forward with the lefty Wembanyama playing the 5. Castle is out with Fox. And it's Vassell in at the 3 spot. That's the San Antonio 5. Dillingham with it, guarded by Fox. Here's MP. shooting
San
foul.
Antonio
As the whistle
foul.
blows, he'll shoot 2 free
Castle.
throws.
First personal
Then one
foul.
by Castle.
First team
No
foul.
question, he got bumped on that shot.
Shooting for Minnesota.
And both free throws good for MP. Here's Fox. Pass to Castle. A rebound by the Timberwolves. They're led by as many as 14 points. They'll be playing host to Miami for the next game. And that will be the first game of 5 straight at home.
And don't let Edwards' position fool you. Anthony is built like a linebacker. That upper body strength helps him down low.
Here's Wembanyama. He's got 8. Minnesota with the rebound. Dossie's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Inside, here's Randall. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. And now it's an 8-point Timberwolves lead.
You know, they like Randall to be an offensive presence in the paint. They want him to be an option on every possession.
Vassell outside. Shoots from 14, and it's good. At the back of the rim and in. 10 points for Wembanyama.
And I like the decision-making. He's taking what the defense is willing to give him.
Yeah, if they aren't going to take away his space from mid-range, look, he's going to continue to shoot it.
Oh, here's Edwards. He has 7. Shot clock at 6. And here's MP for 3. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. To the middle. Here's Castle. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Here's Best. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. Here's Fox. Here's Sohan. And they convert it on attempt number 3.
He's got a knack for those putbacks, so you have to be aware of that defensively. Get a body on him.
Lassie, the pass to MP. Knocks down the 3 ball.
Number 11.
MP's got 22.
He can really stroke it from deep. You have to keep better tabs on him.
Sohan with the ball. Randall on him. And it's Sohan missing.
Outstanding work to send him away. They sniffed that one out.
For 3, Edwards. That's
Anthony
in. Coming
Edwards.
off an assist from Randall.
3.
Randall's got 3 assists now in this one. Fox working it over. And there's the 3-second call. This one on the defense. The Spurs shoot past 7 attempt at the foul line in this one. And so here's the typical free throw.
Josh Okogie.
Talent. For Wembanyama, the sky is the limit and the reality.
Okogie's checked in for Dillingham. Here's Sohan. 6 points for him. That shot off the mark. Randall with some nice D. Timberwolves leading by 7. On the wing, MP. Guarded by Fox. And here's Wembanyama. He'll bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. Up again, and Fox is right there.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Okogie, the pass to MP. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Here's Randall. Fouled on the
San
shot. Picks
Antonio
up 2
foul.
points, so 1 free throw coming up. Spurs trail by 8. And so in the game for the Timberwolves. Anthony Edwards out there with Rui Hachimura. Then it's MP. Then is Dillingham. And Bassey into the center, locking down the middle.
Their three-point percentage has taken a big leap here in this second half.
A 3 from MP. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wembanyama.
Minnesota
Already a
ball.
lot of talk about who's going to take part in the three-point contest this season, and here's a look at the players most likely to make it.
And so many great shooters in the NBA these days, and these guys
quite frankly, the best of the best. I wouldn't be surprised if we see a scoring record broken in this year's competition.
You look at MP, there are a few players ahead of him in the voting, but if he holds on to his spot at number 5 on that list, he'll have a place in the three-point contest waiting for him.
And if anything, I bet he moves up the list. I mean, how could you not have this fella taking part in this contest?
And as the votes keep pouring in, we'll keep you updated on any changes to that list. It looks like we're going to have quite a group.
Man, you talk about the ultimate marksman's list here, Kevin. Maybe this will be the year somebody gets that perfect score.
And this is what the schedule looks like for the Spurs.
First team
On Sunday, they'll host the Oklahoma City Thunder.
And San Antonio, the
It's going to be one where it can take a lot of errors and maybe a cold shooting night for things to go wrong. They just have that much of an advantage over that team.
Vassell, he's checked in for the Spurs.
Yeah, being down 2 points instead of 1 thanks to the free throw miss makes getting a stop here absolutely
San Antonio
and taking a quick look at the numbers and stats for the Timberwolves.
Second personal foul.
Suffocating on
First
defense
team
the
foul.
whole game. Look at their shot
At the
blocking.
line for the Timberwolves.
Opposition doesn't have any room to breathe.
And just a great job converting those second chance points as well. They're having a great night getting those second and third shot opportunities.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Anthony
I'll
Edwards.
tell you what, he earned his money
First
on that
personal
foul.
foul.
And the
Second
first one at the
team
line is
foul.
good.
At the line for your Spurs.
And so Sohan nails both of them. Minnesota in the lead. Dishes it to MP. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Out to the right wing. Lets it go from deep. Timberwolves keep it alive. Here's Edwards. Edwards loves it in there.
And getting aggressive and creative. Edwards finding ways to create space on the floor.
Yes, to Castle. Edwards against Vassell. Here's Castle. Lock at 6. That one drops for him. Castle's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And you can just see he's a different player since coming back from halftime.
MP outside. Pass to Dillingham. Back to MP. And the rejection.
Timberwolves foul.
Benyama.
Number
And there,
11.
the defender clearly
First
trying to
personal
inhibit a
foul.
fast break. I think that's a transition take foul.
One thing about Wembanyama's full wingspan is it allows him to cause problems that NBA players have never seen before.
Here's Sohan. Yes, to Castle. Outside, Fox. To take the lead. A second chance effort, and it's good on the way. Fox has got 21.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Here's MP. Another miss by MP.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Yeah, straight up, guys. Like, he's ice cold, like freezing. It's colder than cold. But you don't have to shoot him like that. It's okay to pass the ball.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
A 3 from MP. A three-pointer is right on target. 26 points for him.
Confident and composed on the three-point shot at a critical juncture.
Here's Castle.
Timberwolves.
Hey guys, I know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Here's MP. Victor Wembanyama grabs the rebound. Wembanyama's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. Timberwolves trail by 3. MP left side. Massey the pass to Hachimura. MP with it. It's a very good look and converts. MP's got 6 in the quarter.
You know what? They may have to start spraying it around, guys. Just not shooting it well here in the fourth.
From 11 feet away, rebound Minnesota. Massey's got double-digit rebounds now in the game.
It hasn't been his best game, but his team is still doing just enough to be up.
And here's MP for 3. Vassell grabs the board. And so it's Vassell who brings up the ball. Nobody's getting after it.
If Wemby wants to be one of the greats, this is where he will be judged. And what a big shot to add to his resume.
Now, here's MP. Pulled loose. And the Spurs pushing it up now. And it's Sohan missing. Timberwolves trail by 3. Here's Tillingham. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
And you want him taking big shots in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Yeah, it's clear why they go to him in these moments. They know he's going to deliver for them.
Sohan with the ball. He's covered by Hachimura. Here's Castle. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Third personal
What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Spurs?
They've been punishing the inside defense consistently in this one. It's been a very productive area of the floor for them.
And I'll tell you, the energy they've shown in the open floor, boy, it has been terrific. Doing a phenomenal job converting in those situations.
Josh Giddey's checked in for Fox. Now here's Edwards after the miss from MP. 6 to shoot. Second shot opportunity. And the rejection by
San Antonio.
Spurs leading by 3. Time called here. The
San
Spurs
Antonio
decide to talk it over.
Spurs fans, no reason to gripe when we got the Spurs.
And now we present our New Balance player of the game, Victor Wembanyama.
Yeah, and his percentage from the field tonight just... amazing. He hadn't just been gunning. He's been picking his spots, and you need that kind of patience and discipline to shoot as well.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
And now we've got some time
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Well, guys, during the last break, I listened to Greg Popovich talk to his team. He asked his team to dig deep. He said, I know you're tired, but they're tired too. It's about who can give more than the other guy at this point. Show me what you can give. Back to you.
Thank you, David.
Vassell has been so impressive, willing and ready to bury these important shots.
Timberwolves trail by 5. MP outside. Shoots the 3. Sinks the triple. MP's got 14 points now in the second half.
And that's on the defense there. Gotta know the scouting report and understand that he loves his shot.
Passes it to Wembanyama. To the paint. Here's Castle. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
How about the vision by Wembanyama there? Always looking to get teammates involved.
After going in. Angle right side. And a deep 3 from MP. Tries again. Massey. It's in! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
What a huge play coming through when it matters most.
Down low. Wembanyama with the aggressive finish.
Incredible. Victor's focus and passion for the game.
Randall outside. NP outside. Pass to Dillingham. Back to NP. No good on the three. Basket here in this game may be all over.
Timberwolves. The main priority, Kevin, has to be taking care of the basketball and using the foul.
14 foul. At the line for San Antonio.
So the first one drops, and that puts them up by 5.
That's a spot on the floor Giddey wants to improve. It certainly puts in the work there to get better.
And a tough break as his second attempt at the line, no good. Here's Dillingham. The three from MP. Rebound by Sohan.
There are nights where the shots just don't fall.
Julius Randle.
I know how to
Second person. Team is in the penalty.
And so it's San Antonio. Easily taking this
for San
some good
Antonio.
moments throughout this one, but they had the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they executed on both ends of the floor. Completely under control for the vast majority of the game. And whenever there was a misstep, they just didn't allow it to fester. And that's why they're going to walk away with the win.
And that'll wrap it up,
Thank you
folks.
all for it.
In honor of our next award winner, here's another 2K TV interactive question. Which edition of our 2K TV award show are we celebrating this year?
Is it our 9th, 10th, 11th, or 12th? Welcome to our 9th annual 2K TV Awards. Today, we're celebrating the amazing accomplishments from you.
Not only will players receive the title and prestige of being a 2K TV award winner,
we made this easy, but no matter how difficult or tricky the question, this year's 2K TV Interactive Wizard answered correctly. So congratulations, Radiant Bowl 89.
A shot from earlier as the Miami team bus arrived at the arena. The players gearing up for a tough contest away from home. Hello, basketball fans. You've got it on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you exciting NBA action. Hi, folks. This is Brian Anderson. I'm with Grant Hill and Brent Barry. Our reporter tonight, Allie LaForce. All right, now let's check out the starters for the Miami Heat. Hero and Jaquez Jr. are out on the perimeter. Then it's Bam Adebayo. Then it's Davion Mitchell. And it's Ware in at the 5 down low. And for the Timberwolves, MP is out there with Dillingham. Then there's Anthony Edwards. Then it's Julius. Randall, and it's Bassie in at the 5. No NBA games aren't played on paper, but if they were, this game. It couldn't be close, Brent.
You're right, BA. But we're not doing it. We're out here on the court, and we want to see guys going at it. Tonight, given where these teams are, can the underdog step up, rise up, and get an unexpected win? We're going to find out.
And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for the Miami Heat. Here's Hero. It's rebounded by Anthony Edwards. Pass to Dillingham. MP with it. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. All right, Brent, let me ask you a very important question. What exactly is Heat culture?
BA, Heat culture is about toughness and competitiveness. And if you step into that building, you better make sure that you're ready to be pushed and push the limits that, as a professional player, not a lot of other teams are willing to go. As soon as they find guys who enjoy that, and I'm not going to say torture, but it's close, those are the kind of guys who make it in Miami.
Bassie, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
He really gets in perfect position for the follow. Just a terrific read.
Outside Mitchell. Back to Hero. Into the lane. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
The flash, Tyler Hero makes his way to the inside. Nice use of his athleticism.
Here's MP. And rejected. About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Mitchell, the pass to Hero. Here's Adebayo. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
Not exactly what they're looking for out of the gates. Just 1 of 4 shooting.
Pass to MP. Here's Dillingham. 9 points for him in his last game. Back to MP. 5 on the clock. And they turn it over. Shot clock violation as the buzzer sounds. keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Well, I had a chance to catch up with head coach Chris Finch. I asked him outright if he had a plan for Tyler Hero. Coach let me in on their strategy, saying, quote, "We just have to cause problems for him on defense. Hand in the face, crowd him, anything to discourage him from taking shots." So he hopes they can keep Tyler quiet by hassling him all night long. Back to you.
Thank you for that, Allie. Here's Randall. Miami making their last shot. MP outside. Another miss by Minnesota.
Yeah, he's not very hard to defend right now. This is when the defense might step back and let him try to find his range.
Jaquez against Edwards. Pass to Mitchell. This one for three. Passing pulls it in. And so MP will bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Tough loss coming against San Antonio in their last game.
Yeah, we know that on the road, you're already a little out of your element. Then the misses from the line become...
Well, it can affect your confidence, the entire team, so defenses might get a little bit more aggressive, and then you got to think about the next free throw.
And Miami has possession. Following the score by Minnesota.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
Miami shooting their first free throws of the game now.
Shooting for Miami, Mitchell taking 2 shots.
Shoot 2.
He misses the free throw. And he sinks the second. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Inside, here's MP. Perfect pass to set up the lay-in. MP's got 7.
Defensive effort was lacking a bit, but hey, give them credit for finding a weakness there.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Pass to Edwards.
And we've seen Edwards grow a lot in the past few years. He has a great understanding of how to put defenders in tough spots.
And Graham, sitting at the midway point of the season now, as a player, does it feel that way? Or does one half drag on more than the other?
You know, I'd say the back half can feel a little bit longer. Whether it's games of consequence that magnify things or for teams lower down, maybe the season drags on at the end.
Andrew Wiggins checked in for Jaquez. That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points when he's at the free throw line. Pretty much automatic.
Adebayo can't get it to fall.
He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he'd lay it straight up and in.
And the basket by MP.
Pretty easy right now. Clear out. Give him some space. Let him get to work.
Now Mitchell. 17 points for him last game against Utah. Hero with the bucket.
Anything you can do, I can do better. That one felt a little personal right there.
Yeah, again, you can't take this too far to make it too selfish, but that exchange, that's fun to watch.
Now here's MP, coming off a 31-point game against San Antonio. Lets the three fly. Gets a hand on it. Great positioning on the putback. Massey's got his second basket of the night.
And now, almost all their points coming from the paint.
Hero, the pass to Mitchell. Gets rebounded by Minnesota. Massey's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's MP. A chance to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Heat trail by 8. To the inside. Here's Hero. Powered down after the assist. Led him to the lane.
Hero with the heroic slam.
And Minnesota calls time here.
And one thing I've learned through the years is no matter the situation, there are always adjustments you can make.
Yeah, not just there to pump up or to discipline players. You got to make sure that the coach makes the proper adjustments and has his team in the right mindset to carry it out.
And the Timberwolves going with a whole new group out there. To the right side. Clark in the post. Oh, clanks that one. He's 0 for 1 to start. Miami is... And Minnesota with possession here. Setting the floor for the Heat. They've got Tyler Hero. Bam Adebayo is out there with Jaime Jaquez. Then it's Davion Mitchell, and it's Boeheim in its small forward. Dillingham with the bucket.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
And he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
Now here's Adebayo. No made baskets yet. Can't hit it from 12 feet.
Oh, can't punish the defense for leaving him open that time. That's a frustrating miss for a really steady jump shot.
Here's MP. Trill from 11 feet out. And the Timberwolves lead by 12. The Heat shooting 35% so far in this one. Hero, the pass to Adebayo. Driving to the basket. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. At 6'9", Bam Adebayo is on the shorter side of centers. Yet he is elite defensively.
He's been top 5 in Defensive Player of the Year voting a bunch of times. Bam has an incredible motor, a great IQ, and he's a switchable big. That's huge in today's game.
Massey, he's checked in for Minnesota. Anthony Edwards comes in for Okogie. And he's good on the second. You know, he's 6'9". Brent, would you call Bam Adebayo a small ball center?
If you were standing in front of a BA, would you do that? I don't know if I want to do that. I want to ask Bam what he wants to do, center or forward. It doesn't really much matter. This guy can play both ends of the floor. He can dominate a game. He's got great strength, great length, and continues to grow his game.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Thanks. Well, MP in their last game against the Spurs was all business. He contributed 31 points, and as always, a lot of those points came in bunches of 3. It's the latest entry in what's been a string of fantastic games from him. We'll see just how long he can go, guys.
Yeah, spot on, Allie. He was aggressive in that game. Really took initiative.
He really made an impact, and he'll be looking to repeat that kind of performance again tonight.
Every teammate in talking with them before the game says how much faith they have in him. They'll keep getting it to him.
Here's MP following the bucket by the Heat. And the shot goes down. MP's got 19 points.
He's got a lot to do with the position that they're in. A very smart offensive performance tonight from him.
2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Hero, no good.
Well, a lot of players in the league are going to make that shot, and for him, it's pretty much automatic. It's a good defensive effort to prevent the layup.
Got a hand on it. Outside Mitchell. Pass to Jaquez. Here's Boeheim. Still without a bucket. 4 on the clock. The Heat need to get one up in a hurry. The deep three from Hero. Hero with another miss.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there. That's unfortunate.
All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
Well, in today's NBA, the three-point shot is so valuable. They realize this, and that's why they're continuing to drain as many as they can.
Let's make sure that that selfish nerve doesn't get tapped, because right now there's great ball movement. They're setting each other up. Let's see if that maintains.
Now here's Jaquez. Taking a look at his numbers, averaging about 11 a game. Adebayo, that's good.
Yeah, those possessions like zombies staying alive out there, courtesy of Bam Adebayo.
Here's MP. Rebound Miami. Defeated by Utah in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
And they got to the line at a good clip, but couldn't cash in, and it ruined their chances.
Yeah, drawing fouls is tough, but the important part about that is when you get to the free throw line, you got to turn those into points, and it might have cost them in that last ball game, missing all those chippies.
Oh, he's been great in this one. 9 for 15 after that shot.
Seemed to be laying in the weeds there in the first quarter, but now we're seeing him come out, put all the cards on the table, and ramp it up.
Now here's Adebayo. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against Utah.
And he also positioned himself perfectly to grab all those rebounds, guys. Can't forget about the fundamentals.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
Count it.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Outside Jaquez. Back to Hero. Oh, MP with a block.
Time for some consideration in the passing category, maybe, Kevin. Shot is just not on. Get somebody else going.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Just cannot get anything to go. If there's going to be a way to get out of this hole, I don't think he'll be the one to do it.
There's the drive. Bassey, pass to MP. Tries again. Bassey. And Hero grabs the board. And so Hero will bring it up for the Heat. It's an 18-point game. Next game, they'll get to take on the Lakers in Los Angeles. They're deep into a 6-game road trip. This is number 5.
And you love the energy that Bam is bringing here, just all over the glass.
And the basket by MP.
Like a matador. Ole! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping.
Time called here. Miami decides to talk it over. All right, Grant, give it to us straight here. What's the deal with star treatment in the NBA, you think?
Star treatment? What does that be at? I think some players have a reputation which might help them on 50-50.
One half, it hasn't even been.
That's the end of the first half with the score. Your Timberwolves 59, the Heat 36.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. So it's Miami now. We've got Julius Randle, Dillingham out there with MP. Then there's Edwards, and it's Bassey in at the center position. So that's the Timberwolves 5. And finished off by Adebayo.
That's everything you want there. Bam Adebayo up there, vertical, good hands, and the big throwdown.
MP outside. From deep. Kept alive by Minnesota. For 3. Fires at the triple. MP's got 28.
The way he's going to pass that shot up, the D is way too far back and relaxed in getting out on it.
And for those tuning in, we're about a minute into this second half. Second shot opportunity, and it's good on the layup. Hero's got 13.
I mean, they've been relentless. Just keep getting shots at the rim.
Pass to MP. grabs the board. The Heat have got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. Again, the Heat score.
And not wasting any time here, kicking their offense right back into gear. That's 3 of 4 from the field.
Pass to Randall. Now MP. He's guarded by Hero. MP no good.
The third quarter has not started well. Just 1 of 4.
Jaquez, pass to Hero. Knocks down the triple. 18 points for him.
Yeah, 80%. Is that a good number from the field? I think so. 4 of 5 you're shooting. Terrific start.
MP outside. And that time also a missed shot. Heat trail by 17. Jaquez finds Hero. Good work defensively by Randall. The Timberwolves have gotten just 1 of 5 shots to drop since halftime. Minnesota again missing.
Really excellent defense there. They know he's capable of knocking it down from the outside, and they could not have played him better.
Hero got it. Good job in the low post. Hero's got 9 points in the quarter. The Timberwolves lead by 15. Pass to MP. Down low. Here's Edwards. The rebound by Ware. Ware's got 8 rebounds in the game. Miami has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Here's Hero. Here's Ware. He has 6. Shot clock at 6. Up again. Controls the rebound and the putback. Ware's got 8.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
And Minnesota calls time here.
They're just giving away a run right now. The question is, can they stop the time?
It's hard to say right now. At this point, I see the coaches run through 2 or 3 iterations of defense. Is there a 4th? I'm not sure.
Bayhide, he's checked in for Miami. Looking at the 2K leaderboard, here are the teams that have been consistently dominant on the offensive end of the floor over the last month. Minnesota, second.
Over the last month, they've started to hit a high percentage of shots, and I think it's due primarily to great shot selection.
Good on the second one. Third quarter action. Just under 3.5 minutes have passed. Outside Mitchell. The steal. Edwards looking for an opening. Pass to Dillingham. Jaquez against Randall. Outside Edwards. 5 to shoot. Randall outside. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here.
Timberwolves foul. Bassett. First personal foul.
And some changes here for the Timberwolves. And this is second attempt at the line tonight.
Tyler Hero at the line for 1.
Pass to MP. Wiggins with a steal. It's not going to go for him. And that does it for the third quarter. Both teams clicking offensively as we approach the fourth. It's Minnesota leading by 9.
64.
And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. On the floor for Miami starting the fourth quarter. Hero and Jaquez Jr. out on the perimeter. Then it's Davion Mitchell and it's Jovic in at power forward. And so Hero will bring it up for the Miami Heat. They trail by 11. Lets it go from deep. It's rebounded by Minnesota. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
Here's Dillingham. Checked by Mitchell. Pass to Dillingham. Lays it up and banks it in. And the Timberwolves lead by 13.
Terrific design and execution, leading to an opportunity right at the rim.
Here's where. Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Hero, no good. Well, the Timberwolves shooting at 45% of the game so far. Here's Hachimura. And it's slammed in by Hachimura.
They've been very well-rounded and extremely focused.
Coaching staff probably most proud of the effort of this team on both ends of the floor here tonight.
Hero against MP. The putback. It's good on the putback. Great game for him. Double-double now.
Those second chance buckets are major bonus points if you can get them.
Rebound Miami. Hero's got his fourth rebound in this one. Tipped. And here we go. The Timberwolves on the run. There's the triple. Knocks down the long J. All right, a look at how the hustle game has been going for Minnesota.
Yeah, they've done a great job of challenging every shot they can. Their totals in the block column are a result of that aggression.
Well, if we add another thing to it, it's about the urgency they've played with. I mean, you look at the eyes of these guys. They're focused, want to get up tempo. That's helped them score on the fast break.
And guys, this is why coaches value playing with pace.
Kind of get a team defensively on their heels, and if you can keep pushing and keep attacking, they'd never find some kind of defensive balance to help slow you down.
And it's Ware missing.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Right wing to the middle. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
Boy, absolutely no rim protection, leading to a lot of easy buckets.
Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket. He just rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing back on those. And Minnesota calls time here.
Who wants a free t-shirt? Make some noise!
Competing for a spot in the dunk contest. All of them true dunk artists who can do some spectacular things in the air.
And I can't wait to see what these guys have dreamed up this year. The level of athleticism and creativity that goes into this contest is what makes it so incredible to watch.
He's a long shot at this point, but you never know.
Well, we'll just have to see. But I personally would love seeing him in the dunk contest.
And as All-Star Weekend gets closer, we'll of course update you on how things are looking. But this year already promises plenty of standout performances.
Yeah, this is going to be a dunk contest you don't want to miss.
Jaquez no good. The Timberwolves lead by 18. Right side Edwards. And the ball out of bounds. Last touch by Edwards. And a look now at Minnesota's upcoming schedule. On Tuesday, they'll be matching up against Karl Anthony Towns and the New York Knicks. Then on Thursday, they'll be matching up with LeBron James and the Los Angeles Lakers.
And for that game against the Pistons, that's a game where you'd be surprised to see them lose. They'd have to have a really off night for them to get upset there.
Hero, the pass to Jaquez. Six to shoot. Mitchell up top. MP against Hero. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
His first turnover. He's been extremely steady with the ball tonight.
MP against Hero. MP shot is off. Up top Edwards. Pass to MP. 6 on the shot clock. From outside the arc. Adebayo grabs the board. Adebayo's got rebound. Down number 7 tonight, Hero. A two-handed power slam.
And a great burst from Hero as he gets up for the jam.
MP with it. Here's Dillingham. And here's MP from outside. Minnesota again missing. Heat trail by 16. Mitchell deciding where to go with it. Kicks it to Hero. Fires the three. That one's good. Mitchell making the play. Mitchell's got assist number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Pass to Bassi. MP outside to stop the drought. Here's Dillingham. Second chance effort. The rebound by Ware. Ware's got 11 rebounds in the game. Here's Mitchell. Good work there as it goes.
Making a slick move off the dribble to get the easy 2.
And the Timberwolves call time here.
And there's nothing more frustrating for a coach than seeing his team giving up a bunch of second chance points. That's going to be the main topic during this timeout.
And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game.
He has truly put on a show out there tonight, tearing it up on both ends of the floor. So impressive. And the other squad has looked helpless to stop him.
I'll tell you, this team depends on him to lead them. And he did just that tonight. He doesn't take this responsibility lightly. You could tell it was important for him to grab a win here. Here's Dillingham. MP outside. Pass to Dillingham. Over to the wing. There's the three. Buries it from 3. And the Timberwolves lead by 14.
And you have to extend that defense. I mean, you really have to stay connected to him at all times.
I'm not sure what the defense collectively was thinking there. You got to know where he is at all times.
Second personal foul.
First free throw is good.
And Hero, one of those guys who just rely on coming in and giving you that offensive pop. Does a lot of things for his team on that end of the floor.
Minnesota leading by 12. MP outside. And down it goes. 2 points. MP's got 10 points in just the second half.
Any possession that ends in a shot from that range after good player and ball movement, that's a good one.
And so Hero will bring it up to the Miami Heat. Outside for Mitchell. Hook loose. Pass to Ware. And there's the lob. Hero, no good.
Perfect timing to rise up and challenge the shot inside.
And not easy to do there, and that's a guy that you can tell takes every possession defensively very seriously.
And here's MP from outside. Hook it. And it's Randall with the assist. MP's got 38 points.
And they were really able to find the mismatches they wanted and exploit those all night. Great execution from the players and coaching staff for the Timberwolves.
In today's game, you need to shoot it well from 3. That was the difference maker.
Exactly. And the defense didn't rotate out quickly enough to disrupt their shooters.
And so they'll chalk up another win and put themselves at 31 wins on the year.
And against a non-conference opponent, you really want to win the first one. They'll go into the next one knowing how to beat this team for sure.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for MP.
Now, this is a showcase night of his skills.
Substitution on the court.
So it's Miami now. A 12-point game. Here's Adebayo. So we see the Timberwolves taking the W here. Even early on in this game, they appeared happy to be playing at home.
And it makes a huge difference. Once they started to get into a groove, you never really felt like they wouldn't come out on top.
And that about wraps it up. For Allie LaForce, Brent Barry, Grant Hill, and our entire 2K Sports crew, This is Brian Anderson signing off. We'll see you next time.
All the way back from season 1, your top play of the year goes to Tracy McGrady.
The winner of seasons 1 through 3 was Tracy McGrady in the theater, launching for a 360 slam with their launch day build. An amazing play from the early days of NBA 2K25.
Thanks to every one of you for being a part of the NBA 2K and
Coming up next, the Timberwolves taking on the Knicks. For Minnesota, the first half of this season was about putting the league on notice. They've sent a great, clear message that they are not slowing down anytime soon. Knicks, Timberwolves. Tip-off right after this. Hello and welcome, everyone. Thanks so much for joining us on this Tuesday night edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And giving us the rundown from the sideline, David Aldridge. So a look at our starters for the Knicks. We've got Jalen Brunson. Towns is out there with Hart. Then there's Peyton Watson. And it's Bridges in at the 2 guard. And for Minnesota, we've got Anthony Edwards. Dillingham is out there with MP. Then it's Randy. And it's Bassey in at the 5 spot. Hey, Clark, in tonight's game, what are you watching closely?
Well, the thing that jumps out at me, Kevin, is the guard matchup. I mean, both teams have tremendous backcourts. I really think whoever is able to win or control that battle is going to win the game.
So the Timberwolves win the tip. Dillingham with it. MP looking around. Pass to Dillingham. Three-pointer. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And that will start us off. Already, you can feel the tension in this arena.
Boy, I tell you, you're right. You can feel this one looking like it's going to be a tight one throughout.
Now, here's Hart. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thanks. I caught up with Chris Finch. Now, I spoke to him about the plan for Karl-Anthony Towns now. Coach said, we know Cat has size and power, so we're hoping we can match him there. We don't want to make ourselves soft targets for him. You can expect it to be intense and physical down on the block. Guys?
Thank you, David. And the Timberwolves with possession here. The Knicks making the shot. Pass to Dillingham. And here's MP for 3. Karl-Anthony Towns with the rebound. For the New York Knicks, they won their last contest against the Utah Jazz. Count that one.
That's 3 straight shots to fall here to start. Looking good.
Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Passes to Bassey. MP outside. from outside the arc. Nailed from three-point land.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
To the inside, Watson, and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Really have the right play defensively if you can't block. Force him to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give him a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
Free throw drops for Watson. Both free throws good from Watson. Timberwolves have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. There's the pass to MP. Shot clock reset for the Timberwolves. Passing, no good. The Knicks have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for them to start off this game. Here's Bridges. It's good, and Watson picking up the assist. Bridges got 6.
Red hot so far, 4 for 4. Cooking with gas, couldn't draw it up any better.
And Clark, the debate around Karl Anthony Towns. Is he the greatest shooting big of all time?
Well, look, if you just want to go number, it's an emphatic yes. No 7-foot has ever shot it like Cat. Around 40% from 3 over his career. That's not just a 1 or 2 season deal. That's a multi-year career. So I say yes.
And here is Bridges. After the three-pointer from MP. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Hart. Rebound, Minnesota.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
And stolen by Watson. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. To the middle. Here's MP. Takes the assist and lays it in. Pick out the pass nicely.
Already finding the spots and capitalizing, playing really efficient basketball.
Here's Bridges, and it's blocked. And it's out of bounds. The Knicks able to retain possession here. Brunson surveying the D. Off to a good start as he gets his first shot attempt.
Playing bigger than he looks. Brunson has a lot of heart.
Minnesota's gone 3 of 5 from three-point land so far in the ballgame. A nice shot by MP.
Once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Here's Brunson after the made shot from MP. Brunson the pass to Hart. Picked off in midair. Edwards kicks to MP. They get a hand on it. Out of bounds. Timberwolves ball. Minnesota keeps possession. With the All-Star game almost near, let's see how the East is shaking out. Taking a look at New York. What a season they've assembled here, guys. Perched up there in first place and playing terrific basketball game in and game out.
Well, I think for New York, they had a few critics coming into the season, and now I don't think they have any. This is a team ready to not only make a deep run, but possibly win it all.
They do have the pieces in place for a title run, but the competition in the playoffs will be stiff.
Here's Brunson after the made shot from MP. Brunson, no good. Timberwolves leading by 3. And the points coming for them now. Greg and Bunchen.
Never seen what a high-octane offense should look like. You got to have guts and hops to pull off a dunk like that. They still got a lot of bump.
And great camera work showing up on the AT&T 5G Stream here. And the Knicks decide to take their first time out here. Teams are evaluating Clark's statistics and reviewing performances in more detail, I think, than ever before.
I agree with you. I mean, the complexity of the report is much more in depth than it ever has been, and with that comes an increased level of scrutiny and expectation.
Now, here is Robinson, who's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Pass to McBride from the arc. And so the ball out of bounds. Gobert touched it last. Clark is checked in for him. Minnesota's gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly. Here are the 5 New York has to start here in the second. Jalen Brunson out there at Bridges. Then there's Peyton Watson. Then it's Mitchell Robinson. And it's Towns in at the 4 spot. And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for the Knicks. It's a 13-point game. Feeds it to Towns. Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake. Timberwolves shooting indicative of smooth offensive play. Up at 60%. They're a machine from the floor.
With that reach, Towns is going to get his fair share of block shots. There's no doubt about that.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, MP in the last matchup against Miami got the job done. He dropped in 38 points, and the way he shot the ball from deep was incredible, making a number of 3 balls. And he was tremendous again. He's playing as well as anybody in the league. He is a must-watch. And we're on the call tonight, guys.
Thank you, David. You're right. He was a one-man wrecking crew in that one.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same attitude tonight.
Yeah, you know, every night's different. They may try to double him, might force him to adjust, or force him to make plays with the pass instead. We'll see.
Passy, no good.
Boy, that is awesome defense, guys, against a capable finisher. Well done. I'm sure the coaches love that.
Oh, unselfish play from Bridges. Good to see him to grow as a leader with plays like that.
Here's Dillingham, following the score by New York. Stolen by Brunson. It's stolen by Hachimura. And now the fast break. Edwards with the ball. Oh!
Oh, man. Oh, doctor. Oh, my goodness. Anthony Edwards throwing it down with force. Get this guy in the dunk contest.
Now here's Brunson. He averages over 27 points a game and seems to always find a way to score.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
Sometimes, for whatever reason, a lot of times you don't know why. It takes a little while to work the knots out. But looks like they're putting it together right now.
And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for the Timberwolves.
You know, right from the start, it seemed they got hot from three-point range, pulling apart the defense and racking up the points, too.
And, guys, they've also done a great job generating offense from their defense, forcing turnovers and making the defense pay for those mistakes.
Now, here is Robinson. No scoring in this one. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Watson. Bassey pulls it in. Bassey's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Edwards. It's hauled in by Karl Anthony Towns. Towns has got 6 rebounds in the game. And that one, good.
And he has become deadly from that in-between area. Brunson as efficient on the midi as anybody.
So the Timberwolves called their first timeout.
Every timeout a chance to review lineups and matchups.
Come on, get down. And I agree. I think there's going to be a new wrinkle in their game plan when they come out of this timeout.
Averaging about 27 points a game, 7 assists, and 2 rebounds. And he's such a big part of what they do offensively.
Yeah, he's just got that nice feel, that sixth sense, knowing where to be on the floor to help his teammates generate points.
Look at the big fella working on that possession. He knows how to fend guys off and get those rebounds.
Here's Watson. Second shot opportunity. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. They come in fresh off the win against the Heat.
And the bench turned up in that one. Whatever they couldn't get from their starters, they got from the reserves.
You know, you hear about the importance of having depth all the time, bench players that contribute. In last game, their bench came alive.
Here's Brunson after the made shot from MP. And with that shot, the Minnesota Lynx cut down to just 8 points on the bucket from Brunson. Anthony Edwards is a classic two-guard, Clark, a spectacular player. What has impressed you most about his development?
Well, he's got a great body. He had it when he got into the league after just 1 year of college. Tremendous basketball body, strength, and length, and bounce. Now he's worked on refining his skill. I think the biggest thing that's impressed me is not only his work ethic, but his poise. he's not a guy that plays frantically. He plays with intentionality and purpose, and that's a tough thing to do when you've got his athletic ability and you're as young as he is.
Now, here's MP. Mitchell Robinson in order to get his last shot to go in. Every year, Greg, we get a new batch of rookies into the NBA, and sometimes we're all guilty of judging them.
Absolutely. I think we need probably 3 years to evaluate a player. You know, fans and media can be a little harsh at times, but not everybody develops at the same rate.
Rudy Gobert, who's checked in for the Timberwolves. And New York with a change here, too. Hart's checked in. And here's MP for 3. Rebounded by Hart.
He's cooled down a little bit after draining those 2 3-pointers in the first quarter.
You know what makes Towns so dangerous in transition? He can beat you with the shot, or he can beat you at the rim.
Gillingham with it. Brunson covering. That bucket in, and no time at all. 22 points for MP.
Monster quarter for him. He's put the team on his back, trying to carry them to the W.
Here's Bridges. Randall grabs the board. Minnesota leading by 10. Here's MP. And it's blocked. And so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain position. The Timberwolves making a change here. Kobe's checked in. Miles McBride's checked in for the Knicks. A 3 from MP. Good on the 3-point shot. MP's got the lead up to 13 now for the Timberwolves.
He's picking up right where he left off in the first quarter.
Now here's Brunson. Guarded close. Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession. Looking now at some numbers for Karl Anthony Towns. Jalen Cohen, he's checked in for Jalen Brunson. Minnesota's gone 6 of 14 with the 3 ball tonight. Just a little over 40%. MP passes to Randall. Over Hart. Here's Gobert. Down it goes for his third basket in his many tries.
The endless reach of Gobert. Those long arms sometimes seems like he's everywhere. An overwhelming presence on the offensive glass.
Drives to the hoop. And McBride gets it to go.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, you know, with that size difference, that's not an easy shot. I mean, I don't care how close to the rim.
And the Timberwolves call time. All checked in for Minnesota.
Substitution.
Concludes the first half. Minnesota.
Get a fitting t-shirt. Let's see it, fans. That's the end of the first half with the score. Your Timberwolves. 57, the Knicks.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. You look at MP in this game, guys, he has been everywhere.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points and close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
They've got Julius Randle. MP is out there with Dillingham. Then there's Edwards. And it's Bassey in at the center position. That's Chris Finch's 5 as we get into the second half. Count that one. And the Timberwolves lead has been cut to just 5 points on the basket from Hart.
Oh, what a find. The ball just comes out of Brunson's hands on time.
Randle left side. And the call on the shot sends him to the line.
First personal foul.
It's going to go
First
on
team
Josh
foul.
Hart. It's his first trip to the line.
At the line for Minnesota, Julius Randle taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
That free throw good from Randle.
And, you know, the impressive ascension of Randle has been a lot of fun to watch. I mean, he's a double-double threat who plays with relentless energy.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
And among NBA bigs, he is known for his ability to deliver at the free throw line.
Here's Bridges. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Bridges is a crafty player. Knows how to draw whistles and get to that line.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
And with his percentage at 87, he's done just about everything they could have asked when it comes to free throw shooting.
And it's clear that's a change for the better from what he was able to do at the free throw line a year ago.
And the short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Jalen Brunson is a very cerebral player. He says he focuses on the little things. The attention to detail has made the game a lot easier. I know what I'm capable of. So as long as I keep working on my craft and keep the same mindset, only good things are going to happen for me. Kevin, back to you.
Good stuff, David. Amazing how far he has come. We appreciate the report.
Exactly what they needed from Towns. Using his size and strength to box out and keep that play alive.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Bridges. Third quarter of basketball, about a minute and a half in. On the wing, MP. Pass to Dillingham. Shot clock at 5. And here's MP for 3. And another 3 from Minnesota.
They've been going to him an awful lot this game, and you can see why. He's pouring it on.
Out left to the wing. Inside, Bridges, and it's slammed in by Bridges.
And for the night, Bridges is cooking with grease and showing no signs of slowing down.
Back to MP. Shot from free throw range. It's rebounded by Towns. Towns has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. And stolen by Dillingham. Randall dishes to MP. And it's off from three-point range. Passes it to Brunson. Hard against Randall. The feed to Towns. Releases. Minnesota with the rebound. Bassey's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. The pass to Randall. And the basket is good. He's got 4 this quarter.
Boy, down low, Randall can throw those 250 LBs around and create havoc. Tough for the defense to slow him down.
Now here's Brunson. He's got 8.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Randall kicks to MP. Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Bridges with some nice defense. Brunson, left side. Over Dillingham. And again, it's the Knicks missing. And here's Edwards. He'll bring it up for the Timberwolves. Here's MP. In the corner, Dillingham with it. And it's out of bounds. The Knicks will take it the other way. Let's now take a look at some league leaders with the rundown of the best passing big men in the NBA over the past month. Josh Hart, 3rd.
And these are some of the most complete players in our league. I mean, they're not just traditional score and rebound big men. They can beat you with their passing as well.
And their teammates know to always keep moving on the perimeter because the ball will be coming back out to you if you work yourself free. You're looking at some of the masters of the kick-out pass right there.
And the Timberwolves call time. GA, as you know, Jalen Brunson is a second-generation NBA player.
Yeah, his dad, Rick Brunson, was an 11-year vet who also played overseas and eventually settled in as a coach in this league. So Jalen grew up in those NBA locker rooms.
Mitchell Robinson checked in for the Knicks.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
Well, you know, if you're not going to take care of the defensive glass, it's going to be hard to come away with the win.
Now here's Randall. He's got 12. Dishes to MP. The train connects from three-point range. And it's an 11-point Timberwolves lead. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Timberwolves.
Phenomenal work on the defensive end so far. That stands out the most. They've made it their mission to block shots and make things hard for the opposition.
That's been all night long. And also dominating the offensive boards, and that's been winning them a lot of extra looks at the hoop.
Bridges shot. Good.
Bridges.
Timberwolves leading by 9. MP left side. And some very quick points for him on that possession. MP's got 10 points in the quarter.
Well, he's demanding the ball. He wants it, and he's coming through. I mean, you can see why his teammates trust him down the stretch, guys.
Here's Bridges. The second chance effort, and he lays it up and in. Bridges has got 10 points here in the second half.
Yeah, he's owning them on the offensive end, but, you know, he can't do it by himself.
Pass to Dillingham. MP outside. Pass to Bassey. Over in the corner, Randall. To the wing on the left. And Dillingham with the basket on the assist for Randall. Dillingham's got 6 points.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Brunson right side.
Timberwolves foul. Right into the coverage. Second personal foul.
The Knicks have gone up like 7 from the line. Knicks trail by 6, setting the floor for the Knicks. And the forwards will be Bridges and Hart. Jalen Brunson out there with Miles McBride. And it's Towns in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. The Timberwolves shooting has been great, up over 50%. In fact, 52%. Here's the dish to MP. And he drops in the whip off the glass. MP's got 37.
The assist totals haven't just continued to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Here's Bridges. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's on Anthony Edwards.
Man, a talented swingman. Bridges is someone to keep an eye on as he continues to round out his game.
Julius Randle's checked in for Hachimura. Here's Dillingham. Can't cash in from close range. Knicks trail by 5. Passes it to Hart. Back to Brunson. And stolen by Dillingham. And Karl Anthony Towns pulls it down. Towns has got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. Brunson the pass to Towns. Bridges outside. Back to Towns. The 3. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. And so it's Hart who brings up the ball for the New York Knicks. Trailing by 5. And that one drops.
That's his game. Brunson is dangerous from just about everywhere.
Edwards finds MP. And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
There's the pass to McBride. That falls. Nice speed that time from Brunson. McBride's got the game tied up here for New York. Here's Dillingham. Brunson covering. Here's MP. Drains it from 17 feet out. MP's got 4 points now in the quarter.
What a move that time. Crossed up the whole building on that play.
Hart against Randall. Hart kicks to Bridges. Here's Brunson. Here's Towns. Down through the hoop it goes. That's his 5th make on 9 shots from the floor.
Towns attacks the basket with such a ferocity and never give up attitude. I love that about him, guys.
Randall against Hart. Randall no good. For New York, they've gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there. The Timberwolves have gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. Now Dillingham. Driving the lane. That one falls.
It works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Here's Brunson. Rebound, Minnesota. Gobert's got 9 rebounds now tonight. Randall kicks to MP. Puts up a 3. It's rebounded by Towns. New York's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Pass to Brunson. Back to Towns. Here's Bridges. That one rolling around and rims out.
They came close there to tying it up.
Yeah, you know, and after the way they fought back into it here in the fourth, that would have been a big bucket for them.
And the D not really doing its job there. A little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint.
Thompson with it. Now defended by Gobert. Out that one in, and the Timberwolves lead is cut down to 2 points now on the basket from Brunson. Minnesota's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. MP outside. Back to Randall. And a deep 3 from MP. On the 3 off target. For New York, they've gone 5 of 10, 50% from the field. Hart pitch to Brunson. Back to Hart. Pass to Towns. 5 to shoot. That one falls through. It's a 6-make from the 4 this game. Now 6 for 10.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
And let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Mikal Bridges.
You could tell he was going to be hunting his shot in this game. Tested the defense from the start, fought hard to get quality looks, and all that effort resulted in a very efficient night for him.
Aiden Watson, he's checked in for Miles McBride. The Timberwolves shooting 40% in the fourth. Over to the left wing. Feeds to MP. And this is good. MP's got 41.
You know, they're looking good, really good right now because of him. He sees this game by the throat, and he's squeezing hard.
Towns, the pass to Bridges to take the lead. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. MP finds Edwards. Fires the 3. It's rebounded by New York.
And really, for some reason, just not a big part of their offense today. Hard to get into a rhythm. Opportunities at the rim.
Big bucket for him there. Towns happy to put the team on his broad back when he's needed most.
Minnesota calls timeout. Timberwolves shooting at 50% in a decent groove. Down low, here's Dillingham. Can't hit from in close. For New York, they've gone 7 of 13 from the field here in the fourth. Passes to Brunson.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Here's Towns. No up that time in the shot that would have put them on top. And so MP will bring it out for the Timberwolves. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points.
Creative finishing ability around. Draws a lot of fouls.
First free throw is good, and that gives them the lead. Second one is good, and both at the line, and it's a 2-point ball game.
And he's got such a smooth stroke, and it never changes, even in this kind of a high-pressure situation.
There's 1:38 left in the fourth quarter. The shot's good from Brunson.
He lives for the moment. Brunson playing his best during crunch time.
1:36 left in the fourth quarter. And here's MP for three. And he's good on the three ball. MP's got 44.
And those are the types of shots down the stretch that win you ball games.
From about 16. And it's Brunson missing. A pass to Randall. It's Edwards on the wing. He's covered by Watson. MP. Here's Gobert. And the rejection by Towns. Brunson the pass to Towns. Count! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within one.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
And they have fouls to give.
Yeah, I agree with you there, but at least they did get the clock stopped. One saving grace for that situation.
He drops the first one and will put them up by two. And so both free throws are good. It's a 3-point game.
Very nice there. He does not waste those opportunities. Just what they needed with this game still in doubt.
New York takes timeout.
All right,
they're down by 3.
Come on, get back.
51 seconds left in the game. And now the latest from our reporter, Jake Bowman.
Hey, Kevin, well, let's summarize what Tom Thibodeau went over with his guys during the break. Now it's a close one, so Coach asked his team to keep their focus. He said this game's going to come down to mistakes. We play clean, we'll win. Great game tonight. Let's see how it winds up, guys.
Thank you, David. Bridges against Edwards. The Timberwolves working the ball around. Good.
Randall coming up clutch. This guy has ice in his veins.
New York takes timeout. They're behind by 5. 26 seconds left to play here in the fourth. He's checked in for Gobert. .26 seconds left to play in the final quarter.
And there is a lot to like about Jalen Brunson's game. He pays attention to the details.
Second team foul.
He hits the first one, and that shrinks the margin to just 4.
Jalen Brunson.
Good on both.
Those free throws were must-haves, and he delivered. It's down to a one-possession game now.
And there's the intentional foul. No choice but to stop the clock here.
You have to do that. You can't just let him dribble again.
Exactly. You got to stop the clock any way possible and hope they alligator arm a few of those free throws.
Here's Brunson. There's 18 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Nerves never show between Brunson as calm and cool as they come down the stretch.
At the line for one.
Allen falls for Brunson.
Exactly what this team needed. Completing the and one.
And now they foul and stop the clock.
MYCAREER Bridges, 4th personal foul. 4th team foul.
First free throw is good. And so he drops them both. It's a 3-point game.
Those free throws make things a little more simpler right now. They just have to guard against the three-pointer.
Harden got one more going. That's good. Going 1 or 2 from the line, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. Here's Hart. It's off. So it's Minnesota taking the W in the first one. Probably a little closer than they would have thought they would. A win, nonetheless.
Yeah, but I really got a sense that the fans gave them that emotional boost that was needed down the stretch. This crowd, man, they were alive.
Well, folks, Folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports.
Welcome to the annual 2K TV Awards Show.
We've seen some fierce competition in NBA 2K25. All of you have shown up and made this community the absolute best in all of gaming.
And in this episode, we're recognizing all of you that put in the work and rose above the rest in NBA 2K25.
We'll be giving away 10 2K TV awards this week, including the top play of the year, so make sure to stay tuned for that. And winners will receive not only bragging rights, but some pretty sweet rewards. NBA 2K26 with VC, My Team cards, and so much more.
And throughout our award show,
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The Timberwolves were all business as they came through the tunnel, determined to give their fans a reason to celebrate tonight. Welcome, sports fans. Thank you for joining us. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Brian Anderson, here with Grant Hill and Stan Van Gundy. And with us on the sidelines, we've got Allie LaForce. And now the Los Angeles starters. LeBron and Vanderbilt, your small and power forwards. Austin Reeves out there with Luka Doncic. And it's Koloko in at the center position. And for the Timberwolves, Julius Randle out there with Edwards. Then there's Dillingham. Then there's Rudy Gobert. And it's MP in a two-guard. And, Coach, about halfway through the season now, players starting to feel the wear and tear, it would seem.
Yeah, but, Brian, I think it's even more mental than physical. It's the preparing for games every night, competing against the best players in the world. It takes a toll on everybody, players, coaches. You've just got to bring great energy and enthusiasm every night.
And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for Los Angeles. The shot by James, no good. And here's Minnesota now. Here's MP with the drive. And MP throws it down.
Defensively, all eyes are on Edwards, and that creates opportunities for others.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
I caught up with Coach Chris Finch. I asked Coach what it's like facing LeBron now versus earlier in his career, and he quickly responded, not much. He's still extremely difficult to game him for. Even at this stage of his career, he remains a dominant force. So limiting his production will be crucial for them in this matchup, guys.
Great work, Allie. Thanks. Good on the shot.
Yeah, elevating his teammates with passes like this. LeBron is all about making his guys better.
Here's MP. And MP throws it down.
It's those kind of passes that bring up the entire team's confidence.
Reeves against MP. Knocked loose. Ooh, Gobert with a steal. Here's Edwards. That one goes.
Count it. They've really come out swinging, hitting 4 of their first 5 shots.
Here's Koloko. He's averaging about 6 points per game. Here's Vanderbilt. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Yeah, you never one of those shots at the rim go uncontested.
Los Angeles shooting their first free throws of the evening.
2 shots.
And Vanderbilt drops them both. The Timberwolves have gone 4 of 5 so far. Looking sharp. Outside Edwards. Randall, pass to MP. They get it again. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
An outstanding first quarter from the field.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 1 for 3 so far. Doncic left side. Counted.
And how about the handles Luka has? Phenomenal at creating scoring opportunities for himself.
Randall, pass to MP. Let's go with a 3. Another shot. Randall can't hit.
That's a defender doing just enough to cause a miss on the layup.
James inside, guarded by Edwards. James can't get it to go. Minnesota leading by 4. Pass to Dillingham. Up and over Doncic. That's good from Dillingham. On the assist from Randall.
Impressive. Their ball movement has been excellent tonight.
And the Lakers call time here. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to the Knicks.
And it was an awful game defensively. They lost the individual matchups, and the help was slow to rotate.
And being slow on your rotations is a killer. There's not a single.
And as we continue through January, here are the latest power rankings. Taking a look at Atlanta, they slipped a bit. Still in the top 10, though.
You know, right now for the Timberwolves, they've really lived up to the hype surrounding them this year, proving they're at the absolute top of their game.
Now here's Vanderbilt, averaging around 5 points a game. Here's Doncic. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
This is Doncic's pure shooting ability in action, making it look easy with that nice floater.
It's Edwards on the wing. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in this first quarter. And here's MP from outside. And that bucket makes him 4 for 7 today. Good production.
His strong shooting has really helped them secure this lead.
Here's Reeves. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Here's Dillingham. In his last outing, he had 11 points. And the basket by MP.
And early on, they've been on a tear. Just getting whatever they want offensively.
Yeah, I mean, this is exactly how you want to start a game, with a big offensive push.
Now here's Doncic. 26 points for him last game against New York.
And how about the rebounding, too? He was just all over the glass, and the other team had no answers for how to contain him.
On target from range. Doncic has got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And look at Luka now getting aggressive at the arc. He was eager to answer that last 3.
Oh, another miss by MP. Lakers trail by 7. Doncic right side. Outside Vanderbilt. Oh, trying his luck from deep. And Los Angeles another 3.
3-quarter.
Minnesota's gone 2 for 4 from range to start things off. MP outside. Again, MP missing. And James has got the ball here for the Los Angeles Lakers. Well, Grant, even though it looks like LeBron could play forever, he stated that he doesn't have much time left.
Well, it's unbelievable that he's sustained this level of excellence for as long as he has. I would be surprised if we see this time